Hey everybody, it's Lori. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I like to talk about frugal living, food pantry blessings, being a mom, dealing with chronic illnesses, and just life in general. So if that's content that you're interested in, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and share and like. So I've got a lot on my mind, and as you guys know, I've had a lot on my mind for a couple of months. And really, I've always kind of had a lot on my mind. The thing that's been pretty concerning to me, and I don't like to get political, but sometimes we can't escape certain things. And I didn't really go too far to the left extreme or too far to the right. I think that certain things happen with whatever party is in office, but I just have some very real concerns about some things that I've heard, some things that have happened. There's been funding cuts to the USDA, and as some of you know, they support our local food pantries and food banks, and those resources, they help people like me, people like some of you. They help the elderly, they help the disabled, veterans, people from all walks of life, really. And it's so needed right now because, just as you all know, groceries are just insanely expensive. And, there are donations from the public. Some of the charities, they do have donations that are still coming in from certain companies, supermarkets, things of that nature. However, a lot of, I guess I would say, your staples, so like white or brown rice, canned beans, packaged beans, some canned goods, certain cereals, certain meats. If you're a client of food pantries, you notice, a lot of the packages will say like USDA and whatnot. Those are the ones that are usually donated or funded by the USDA. And usually each food pantry is allotted so much money. And I can't remember the amount. I can always post a link to the story that I read, or one of them. I read several. It's just kind of alarming because, from what I understand, SNAP has been cut as well. So, in a time where we're already having a hard time paying our bills and keeping what's ours and really scraping by, and I know that there is fraud in the system, believe me, I get it. But there's a lot of us who aren't doing that and genuinely need these services. We need to have our food stamps, and we need to have the food pantries fully stocked when we go, because we have to feed our families, or we need it to supplement. I know for me, I can only afford a certain amount each week for household supplies, pet food, and groceries. So that's got me feeling a little down. Let me just switch hands. It just seems that no matter what we do these days, there's something trying to hold us down. I am as frugal as I feel possible. We don't go out very much. I mean, we might order a pizza every few weeks. Oh, excuse me. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Oh. I didn't sleep well last night. I had all this on my mind. And I guess the thing that really kind of started it all off for me, is when I got notice of my kids' Medicaid. They were approved for the year because of my income. We are at 103% of the federal poverty level. And just to see that number, I guess that's kind of got me down a little bit too. And that's only really because, you work so hard your whole life. And I did work hard. I really did. I thought I did everything right. I had a career. I had a good job. And then my health rather. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm very tired. And when I am, sometimes my speech is affected. Anyhow, my health just started kicking me in the ass. And then I became disabled through, a hand and wrist injury. And I'm still disabled and troubled by it. I do have the other disabilities that I've spoken about with you guys. It's just not easy. I am out today, which is Thursday, March 27th, I want to say. I think it's the 27th, because I haven't been able to work very much Instacart. Wednesday and Thursday tend to be really slow days. So, I'm going to do my best today to earn, what I need to for the week. And then I'm going to go out tomorrow. Fridays are usually a better day. Saturday, Steve and I are celebrating our 1-year anniversary. So that's a positive. I'm really trying to hold on to the positive right now. I don't want to go on too long. I don't want you guys to think that I constantly complain. I really try to be a positive force and a positive person. I'm just feeling kind of down right now. And I think part of that has to do with I'm having like a little bit of a fibromyalgia flare. Having some pain in my shoulders and my middle back, in my calves and in my hips. And that's never fun. But, I had a nice time with my daughter yesterday. We went to lunch together. And I met one of her friends. And then tonight I'm going to go to the high school play with her so we can see one of her friends in it. And then we might go out for coffee after. And, so far I'm able to keep us all fed. I made a payment arrangement with the gas company to pay my back balance over 12 months. We're going into the lower gas months of the year. I did apply for assistance. However, the fact that electric is going to be increasing starting in June is a little scary because, as many of you know, I do have issues with hot flashes and humidity and the high heat. It just negatively impacts my health. It causes quite a few different migraine symptoms. It's not easy for me. So I need to have the air conditioner on. I need to keep my home pretty cool. And it's a challenge because it's just not insulated well. So all we can do, guys, right, is just keep pushing that ball forward. And I know God is up in his kingdom and he's got us all in the palm of his hand. And I know as long as we keep helping ourselves that he will continue to look after us. I just pray for us all. I still have very real fears of becoming homeless because housing is so unaffordable, and I don't understand how it can keep going on this upward trend. The town I grew up in, I can't even rent or buy there. Well, I'll probably never be able to buy a house again with these prices. I mean, geez-a-loo. But anyway, I'm going to try my best today to focus on the positive. I ask that you guys do too. Drop me a kind word. I appreciate it. I am almost at 300 subscribers. That's so exciting to me. I know it's nowhere near being monetized, but that's okay. You guys know that I'm not really in this for that. I want to help people as much as I can. And I guess the reason why I'm here this morning talking to you all about this is because I want you to know that you're not alone if these are some of your fears. And I want you to know that there is still hope. As long as we're kicking and we're alive, we've got hope. And we're living to fight another day. So keep faith, everybody. I'm going to try to, too. And I hope that you guys have a great Thursday, and I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.